What's happening? This is COG Bronknut 719 West. Y'all remember the saying, as GM goes, so goes America? I think, or as General Motor goes, so goes America. Seems not to be the saying so much anymore in America. For those of you that don't know, because you live in another country or you're too young to remember, Detroit, Michigan was really one of the backbones of America, where all of the auto industry was founded, and all the big manufacturing plants, assembly lines, research and development, all of those things were headquartered in Detroit for most of the big auto manufacturers. And since those days have passed, and lots of automakers have moved their plants and their research and development and their parts building overseas into a different country where there's cheaper labor, and it's taken a lot of jobs away from hard-working Americans that could use those jobs right here. So I think it was last year, Ford Motor Company has announced that they were going to quit making all cars except for the Ford F-150, I think the Mustang, and maybe there was one other one in there, maybe the Ford Focus, but all other cars, midsize SUVs, sports cars, all those things, they were going to really just put the kibosh and not make those vehicles anymore. And I had a feeling maybe it was to transition into the future of autonomous cars, electric cars, self-driving automobiles, I mean, those types of things. But anyway, today, Ford Company announced that they are going to be revitalizing the auto industry in Detroit. Now, it's not going to be big and, big conglomerate like it used to be. So what their plan is to, I think they bought the Detroit train station, and like a central station type of deal. And I think the last time a train went through there was in the late 80s. And also bought apparently about 1 million acres right surrounding that whole area. And they plan to build and revitalize that area and build new research and development and for the cars of the future, and plan on right on out of the jump having 2,500 employees and then adding an additional 2,500 shortly thereafter, which is great because, I mean, let's face it, right now, Detroit needs some help. I mean, this place used to be one popping off city. I mean, Detroit Rock City, the Motor City, there was a lot going on in Detroit, and right now, it's a ghost town, a wasteland, and, houses are run down. I mean, I'm sure the people who had bought up all of the low-priced homes for a song and land and property around the Detroit area are really happy about the investment they made after this announcement from Ford. Now, this is an exciting thing because this is really what American companies do need to do, is reinvest in America and reinvest in the American worker. And I wish, just recently Harley-Davidson, they decided to not do that here in America and move it overseas. And Harley-Davidson was blaming a lot of the tariffs and steel tariffs on the reason that the sales of Harley-Davidson motorcycles haven't been so strong. And I tend to disagree with that. I mean, the Harley-Davidson motorcycle rider is somebody that is really my age, mid-40s and up, right? I mean, there's not a lot of millennials or even people in their 30s buying Harley-Davidsons from what I can see. I mean, I live in an area here where motorcycle riding is not only extremely popular, but some of the world's largest motorcycle gangs originated right here in Colorado, some in Denver, some in Colorado Springs. And you see a lot of bikes around here. We have a big bike week, but you just don't see a lot of young people riding Harleys. You see them more in the crotch rockets, or maybe a Honda motorcycle, or even, just a custom chopper, because they get a little bit more bang for their buck, I think, than they do from just getting a Harley. But that being said, it's just nice to see that some of these big corporations are reinvesting in America and making America great again. This is COG Bronknut 719 West. Big ups to you, Ford Motor Company. I hope to see lots of good things happen in Detroit. You stimulate that economy with a lot of new money, new jobs, and new hope. I'm out. See you tomorrow, suckers.